Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a flip through of my 2020 bullet journal. Happy New Year! I hope everyone's enjoying their 2021 so far. 2020 was a very hard year, and I think everyone's journal reflects that. This is a Scribbles That Matter dot grid notebook. This is with their new paper. It's very dirty, I'm very sorry. This journal comes with their new paper. My 2021 bullet journal had the cream off-white paper that was a little thinner, and it had a lot more pages in it. I was very disappointed when I got this journal, not knowing they made those changes and that it had less paper because the paper is thicker. Basically, they tried mimicking Archer and Olive paper, in my opinion, and although the paper is great and amazing and I love everything about this journal, it's just way too small at 148 pages. I did my beginning of the year spreads and I was like, I'm not going to fit my whole year into this journal. And that's what I like to do. I like fitting a whole year into one journal. So I had to make some compromises and some changes, which we will talk about in the flip through. Also, a little bit before we start the flip through, I was supposed to be doing the Disney College program this year in 2020 in the fall, and so all of my bullet journal spreads are Disney themed because of that. Because of everything that happened in coronavirus, the Disney College program was canceled, so there's that. But I did continue on with the Disney theme, so this is going to be a bullet journal full of Disney themes, which I think is really awesome. In particular, they're going to be Disney World themed, just because that's where I was going to do my program and that's where I've been the most. So let's get started then, shall we? On the outside, we have a Carrotland sticker, which is a sticker from my favorite group, 17, and I have this cute little charm, which is acrylic Mickey balloon by the stationery creator No White Space Stickers, who I discovered towards the end of this year when I started getting into Disney themed stickers and stationery, which is really cool. So let's get started. I'll do a basic flip through and I'll pause to talk when I need to. It's kind of silly seeing everything that got canceled this year. I did a year in photos, which was really fun. I just printed out 4 centimeters by 4 centimeters stickers on my printer every month and pasted them in. Everything that got canceled. I really love this quote page. It was a really good mindset at the beginning of 2020, and it was good to look back on throughout 2020 to remind myself, even though my dreams aren't happening, there's always a great big beautiful tomorrow. I didn't start this journal going in with the knowledge of making it all Disney themed. I usually make my January theme Disney themed anyway because it's my birthday month and because we usually go to Disney in January. But I applied for the Disney College program in January, and so I was like, you know what, this is gonna be the year of Disney. I'll just do every theme Disney themed. It was also the last semester of college for me, so stressful time. If you're familiar with Disney, you'll know that this is the pattern of Epcot's icon, Spaceship Earth. I did this all by hand. So I sketched it in pencil first, and then I colored it in with, I think, 2 different gray markers, and it took absolutely forever. I think just one page took 2 to 4 hours, and I spent like 6 to 7 hours in total doing both pages. Even though I loved the cover page of this month a lot, my weekly spreads kind of felt blah. I was accepted into the program. Like, I just don't really like this. I definitely don't like this either. Although I do love the quote, like a grand and miraculous spaceship, our planet has sailed through the universe of time. Ugh. Love Spaceship Earth so much. And then I went on spring break and did my March theme, which is the Mad Tea Party, which is an attraction in Walt Disney World. This was really fun. It was a really fun idea, but I feel like I could have executed it better. Just, I don't know. I think if I had a month, like a real month where there was no spring break in the middle of it, and then if there was no transition to online classes, I tried something a little different, which was trackers and a wish list, and it really didn't work. So this was like my spring break list where I did nothing, and then this was my first weekly spread after spring break. And as you can see, we got word that school was closing until like 4 or 5 days. And of course, it was more than that. Oh, and here's my first dabble into art journaling or K-pop journaling. I was very mentally stuck, both academically and personally, so this was just like a way to vent. And then here you can see coronavirus happened. We were told we were going to return to school on April 14th after Easter break, and obviously that didn't end up happening, so it's just crazy. But this weekly spread and this weekly spread are my favorite things ever. And I love this quote. I needed something to really pick me up during that time, you know? This one's a really fun. Splash Mountain is my favorite ride. So this is actually a page from a Disney themed coloring book. When I was younger, it was very nostalgic for Disney to have these coloring books. And so I found one that didn't have any coloring, and it was Splash Mountain, which is my favorite ride. So I made the whole month Splash Mountain themed, and I just absolutely love it. This was also me experimenting with a smaller calendar because, you know, with being home and not going anywhere, I didn't need to write anything in a calendar anymore. And so I was experimenting with colors and layouts. Here's some more art journaling. This was a self-care themed one. And I made some really funky spreads, like weekly spreads. This is another art bullet journal. My friend made this. I wanted to watch some Studio Ghibli movies for the first time ever. I just started using a bunch of different materials. This one's one of my favorites. It's just super simple, but so cute. This is another favorite. Very well executed. I think I'm gonna do this again in my January 2021 setup. This was actually, I think, my first time using watercolor in my journal. All these like branches are watercolor. And ever since I started planning all my Disney themes, I always knew I wanted to do Star Wars for May because I had to say, may the Force be with you. And I was just so delighted to do a Star Wars theme. I loved it. I had so much fun. Like, these are all different lightsaber hilts. Oh, I graduated college in May. That was fun. This was a blueprint themed spread. I actually drew the Millennium Falcon. This is a postcard, travel inspired, for Black Spire Outpost, which is on the planet Batu at Galaxy's Edge in Disney World. Of course, I had to do the child Baby Yoda themed. fun little artsy page. This one is my favorite. It's themed after Old Key West, which is my favorite resort on Disney property. We always stay there. As you can see, there's the lighthouse I tried to recreate from my cover page. I put a lot of heart and soul into this one because I knew it was going to be one of my favorites. And it was. I love everything about this. The theming, the colors, it's just impeccable in my opinion. And then at this point in July, we still hadn't gotten word that the Disney College program was canceled yet. So I still had my hopes up. And at this point, I knew I was running out of pages in my journal. But I knew I was going to be moving to Florida soon. So my whole July I themed around the traffic signs at Walt Disney World, which are purple. And so I didn't do any weekly spreads. I just had one big section for monthly tasks. I had a very small calendar, a little tracker, and like incoming mail section because I thought I was moving. And so this was going to be my packing list. All these little pages were going to be my packing list. And then we found out that the college program was canceled on July 2nd. It was really hard. I wrote a big journal entry on it. So I just left my packing lists blank, repurposed a little bit of them. Like this was some TV I was trying to watch, some lists. This was going to be a packing list, but I just, you know, repurposed it. One of my favorite themes I think ever was this theme for July. It's just a shame of what had to happen, you know. One Direction's anniversary. And then I did a little journal entry on the canceled program that, you know, I wish didn't get canceled. And then to August, it's pink monorail themed. Very cute. The monorail washi tape and the stickers and even this little banner all come from No White Space stickers. And if you start to notice, it's after this, I don't do any more weekly spreads because I was running out of pages in my journal. So I decided to just do all my task lists in the little calendar boxes. It makes it look really busy, but it also makes me look pretty productive. So I had a monthly goals section. And here we come to September, which is Disney food themed. All these little notepad papers that are food themed are actually from Tokyo Disneyland. And then I got some food stickers off of Etsy that are Disney themed. This is one of my favorites. This is also when I started adding pages into my journal. I purchased the Archer and Olive A5 notepad. And those have perforated pages that you can tear off of the notepad. And I ended up taping them into my journal to add extra space. So the notepad looks like this. This is currently being used for planning, but it's just a bunch of white paper and it's all perforated so you can very easily tear it out. And I would just tape it in with clear tape and it gave me extra pages. And if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have fit the entire year into this journal. So October's really fun. I did Haunted Mansion themed, of course. Went to Disney. And I took some Polaroid pictures with me. I don't really like the calendar I did for October. It's pretty lackluster after that pretty awesome cover page, you know? But I like the little bits. November, I decided to do Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which is a brand new attraction in Hollywood Studios. And this gold actually glimmers. I don't know if you're picking it up on camera, but that's gold ink. And this paper in the background is actually something from Walt Disney World. At this attraction, they had a pretzel stand outside, and I saw that they were giving out the pretzels with this paper wrapped around it. So I went up to the guy, I'm like, I don't want a pretzel, but can I have some of those pieces of paper? And he was like, yeah, sure. And I love it. It's awesome. It's such a good memory. And I love the whole gold and red and brown theming of this month. I did some journaling on election day. A cute little quote page when we found out the results. And then my December themed is this cute pink and blue gingerbread themed. These stickers are also from No White Space Stickers. And this one got a pretty chaotic also with like, I did the calendar and I hated it. So I had to cover it up with brown paper, unfortunately. But it looks nice in the end. I have a gift list. And then my favorite comebacks of 2020, a migration page, and a staple I do in all of my bullet journals is this big word cloud of everything that happened in the year. So here's 2020, everything that happened to me personally, but also in the world. Also, I spelled quarantine wrong. Ignore that. But yeah, pretty crazy that all this happened in just 1 year. And then I have a cute little reflection. Here's my pen test page. And on the back page, I usually just collect stickers or trinkets. And yeah, that's my entire year. Pretty crazy. Who like would have thought that all of this would have happened when I started? Not me and not nobody would have known. But that's the magic of bullet journaling. This is now a time capsule of the crazy, wild year that 2020 was. And I look forward to exploring 2021 and everything that this year has to offer us. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and this cute little flip through. I will leave a playlist of every other flip through I have posted on my channel thus far. I do intend to go back to all of my previous bullet journals and flipping through them. It's just a long process, you know? So I hope you have a great day and a great rest of 2021. Take care. Bye.